let's do Kami of Transience. Sacrifice Kami of Transience. Hit him with the old 7-piece. Boop, boop, boop. And there we go. There we go, guys. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight, we have a very special treat for you. Some of you may already know what we're running, but I did a live stream on YouTube the other day, and the whole crowd, everyone was having a good time there. If you're missing our YouTube live streams, you're really missing out. We're having a good time there. And what people asked for, they said, make a frog deck, Jay. Make a frog deck. And I was like, okay, sure. We made a frog deck on stream. I just whipped it up real quick. Immediately went off 3 in a row. Immediately just started dominating. And I said, no way, man. We got to try this in the ladder. And we did. And we won in the ladder, too. So, frog jank. Yes, it is viable. Welcome to the Amun-Ra. Subscribing for 20 months. Look at that. But before we do this, before we check this out, guys, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what I need you to do for me? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or that like button. Either way. One or the other. Or else the like and subscribe will come and brutally, brutally maul you if you don't. The like and subscribe will come out of nowhere. Perhaps even riding a giant toad and attack you. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj. First time streamer to shout out to Carrion Storm. And of course, 20-month sub Amun-Ra coming in. Carrion Storm's first time. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you here. We'd love to see the new people, the old people, everyone coming together. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. If you want to drop your deck, that's the place to do it. And of course, check out my AetherHub. I need you to go to my AetherHub. This is where all my different deck builds are there. Everything that I do is on the AetherHub. You want this deck and all the other ones I build, there it is. And of course, we're more than happy to have a sponsor for this month. Factor 75 by HelloFresh. Yes, it is a meal box company, except this one is keto, vegetarian, or low calorie. It is a healthier meal box, delivered fresh. Warm it up. Instant, delicious meals for you. You can use my affiliate code down in the description below for $120 off your first order, so not bad. So give that a shot in case you're trying to eat a little healthier. So what are we talking about when we talk about Frog Jank? Well, it is an enchantment Frog Jank deck. And we're going to start with Dockside Chef. Speaking of building meal boxes here. This is an enchantment card. 1 black, 1, 2, and lets us sacrifice an artifact or creature and we get to draw a card. Very, very nice enchantment, early play enchantment there. We're going to have a lot of aggro enchantment on the back end there. And a little bit of gain and drain, a little bit of haste, a little bit of everything. So we're going to start with Dockside Chef. We're going to go with one of my favorite cards, Okiba Raid Reckoner. I've been leaning off Okiba Raid Reckoner because, well, I think that I was using it too much, but it's still damn good card, man. 1 black, gain 1, lose 1, gain 1, lose 1. Then it comes back as a rat rogue, 2/2 vehicles you control have menace. Really, really cool stuff. And again, a cheap enchantment. We're going to want to get cheap enchantments out to trigger a lot of the abilities that we have. Fang of Shigeki. 1/1 to Death Touch, Snake Ninja, and this is an enchantment creature. It's also important to point out, Dockside Chef is also an enchantment creature, and Rogue Rat is a Nezumi Road Captain is an enchantment creature. All of these are enchantment creatures, and the reason that we want them is because we have Generous Visitor, along with some other ones. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a 1/1 target on target. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Very, very good stuff. It will help us ramp. It'll help us build up, and it's only a 1/1 to put down. All right, now we're getting somewhere, but we haven't even started the combos. Yet. Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. You gain 2 life. So we're going to need a little bit of protection here with Tamiyo's Safekeeping. The life gain is going to help. Vengeful Strangler. Now, you see that I have this is also an enchantment with Strangling Grasp. We also wanted an outlet for some of these sacrifices. Dockside Chef is a good outlet for that. Vengeful Strangler Clamp blocks is a 2/1 human rogue. When a Vengeful Strangler dies, return to the battlefield transformed under your control attached to a target control target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Each enchant creature or planeswalker opponent controls at the beginning of the upkeep, enchanted permanent's controller sacrifices a permanent, then lose 1 life. It's not like they get to choose which one they want. They don't want to either or. They're going to lose 1 life and they're going to sack a creature. So really, really good stuff. You don't want it to be killed because it's going to come out and those horrible hands are going to squeeze you. Kami of Transience. Yes, I know we all hate it, but damn, isn't it a good card. Trample 2/2 whenever you cast an enchantment spell, 1/1 on Kami of Transience. At the beginning of each step, if an enchantment was put in your graveyard from this battlefield, you may return it. Again, sacrifice outlets for these small enchantments can be really useful in bringing Kami of Transience back. So we have a little bit of good recursion. So if somebody plays a kill card on it, if we have a Fang of Shigeki or even an Okiba, we can hit it with Dockside Chef or with Dina Soul Steeper. We can hit sacrifice plays, make sure that an enchantment goes to the graveyard, and we can get it back to our hand, which is going to be very, very useful. So Kami of Transience is there. Weaver of Harmony, of course we have that. 1 green and 1 other enchantment creatures you control get 1/1. It is a snake druid, and it will boost up everyone that's an enchantment creature, and then copy target activated or triggered ability from an enchantment source we control. We could do Okiba Raid Reckoner, we could do Dockside, we could do a lot of different things. We could even do Strangling Grasp, do it twice with Weaver Harmony. Very, very deadly combos we can pull off with Weaver Harmony. Very cool stuff. Now, that is kind of the aggro front of the deck. That's kind of the enchantment aggro front half of the deck. We're going to get into the janky half. Dina Soul Steeper. We're going to go 3 of these. If we're running Gain and Drain, she is the best Golgari Gain and Drain that we're going to have. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Sacrifice another creature. She gets +X while the power is sacrificed. So that's another way to get the sacrifice outlet that we need. Now here we have the combo we're going to try to pull off. Tatsunari Toad Rider. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a legendary creature named Kami, a legendary 3/3 black and green frog creature token with, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So that is what Kami is. Kami is a riding toad, which is a really cool thing here. And whenever we cast an enchantment spell, it causes us to gain and drain. Guess what? Whenever we gain a life, they lose a life. So we can hit double if we have Kami out. We can all of a sudden start playing all these cheap enchantments or all these cheap life gains. So we put down Dockside Chef, boom, we trigger Kami. Kami goes drain, drain. Dina goes drain, drain on top of that. And then we can keep hitting them over and over and over and over again. And we can start comboing out with these big frogs here. Now you're saying, well, that's not enough frogs for me. Well, I got another trick for you. Tatsunari Toad Rider and target frog you control cannot be blocked except by creatures without flying or reach, okay? So that's one of the things that this Ninja Toad Rider can do, is not be blocked if it goes in with a frog. I wonder what we can do with that. Obviously, Kami has a little saddle on him, so we want to jump in with Kami, but perhaps there's some other way we could do this. Kodama of the West Tree is going to be fantastic. Modified creatures we control have trample, of course, between Generous Visitor and Kami of Transience and all these other ones. We'll be able to put 1/1 counters on people, so we'll get a little bit of trample there. That's nice. But now let's get to the Super Frog Jank. Froghemoth. There it is, guys. We are going to put Tatsunari Toad Rider on top of a Froghemoth. What does that mean? That is 2 green and 3 4/4 trample and haste. Whenever Froghemoth deals combat damage to a player, exile that many cards, target cards from the graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on Froghemoth for each creature card exiled this way, and each non-creature card exiled this way, you gain 1 life. So, what does that mean? Tatsunari is going to ride Froghemoth in. Froghemoth is going to be unblockable except for flying and reach, but it will still have haste. A lot of times they can't block it, so you have an unblockable Froghemoth going in. Then when it hits, all the cards that you exile, you could possibly gain a bunch of life. Guess what? Dina Soul Steeper. Whenever we gain life, they're going to lose 1 life. So we enhance the loss there. Boom. We have 3 of them. They are not expecting it. Nobody expects a very, very big hasted green creature. They exist, but nobody really expects them. So that is how we're going to pull off the Frog Jank. Frog Jank, enchantment, gain and drain, nonsensical stuff here. 1 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 6 Swamps, 1 Tanuki, 2 Boseijus, 6 4s, 1 Lair of the Hydra, 4 Darkbore, and 2 Deathcap Glades. What is up, Wide Toaster? I see you, Wide Toaster. Coming in with the Prime sub. Welcome. First time streamer, shout out to Wide Toaster. So that is the combo we're trying to pull it off. 32 creatures. This is a very creature-heavy deck because most of the creatures are enchantments as well. 14 enchantments, 2 instants. As you can see, we don't have a lot of removal. We could actually sprinkle in some more stuff. But like I said, I built this completely on the fly, just randomly in a stream, and I couldn't believe it worked. And I said, you know what? I'm going to use some of the stream footage and record some new games. So at the end, you're going to see the raw stream footage that I did where I just randomly built it and threw it out there. Really, I did not expect it to work because everyone was just like, make a frog deck, that works, and apparently I did. Golgari frogs, there you go. 23 lands, all said and done. 2.0 average, pretty aggressive. We actually probably could go with less lands, but let's not run it. Frog jank goodness here for all you horizontal gang rise up. Really 1, 2, that's where we're really living heavy at. A little bit in 3, and then we have the big Froghemoth in 4. So that's what we're doing tonight, guys. Frog jank. Why the hell not? I didn't expect it to work, but here we are. But this is where we're at. So let's get into it, boys. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a win with our frog jankiness in this one. Oh, and now the game is frozen. Okay, there we go. Standard, ranked. Let's hit frog jank. Cutie Crozet, how you doing, Cutie Crozet? Wide Toaster, that is a really funny name. Welcome, Wide Toaster. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. Thank you for joining us here in the chat in the Villain's Lair. Welcome. Cutie Crozet, I remember you from before. I remember you coming by previously. But you haven't been here in a while, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's keep this. Yeah, we can keep this one. Here we go. Wide Toaster. He's the widest toaster around. Switch-handed. Okay. An ambidextrous fellow. Swing in there. We're going to try to hit the gain and drain. See, I like wide toasters, man. I feel like if I can't fit a poorly cut bagel in there, it's not really the wide toaster for me. You know what I'm saying? Sepulchral Girl, sacrifice another creature, activate only once a turn. Okay, no attacks. Yes, this one, I built this one like impromptu on stream when I was doing a YouTube stream, and it just for some reason worked. I don't really know why it worked. But here we are. Each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Okay. Let's swing in. Sepulchral Girl might eat it. He might block Generous Visitor with Sepulchre. Mitch Hedberg reference. Wow, that's pretty deep. If I don't know that Mitch Hedberg reference, that must be a pretty deep one. That must be a deep cut. Exile and transform. Cancel. Resolve. I will give you the money and you give me the donut. There is no reason to involve ink and paper in this transaction. Alright, switch-handed. Pre-gen Xbox GT gamer tag and it's stuck. That's pretty good. Alright, let's sacrifice Vengeful Strangler. Okay, so that happened. So he's gonna have to sacrifice and lose a life. He might have a burn down the house here. No, there's 2 frogs in this one. Psycho. There's actually 2 frogs in this one. Involuntary, whatever the hell that was. Choose blockers, no blocks. Hit, yeah. Involuntary employment, okay, yeah, he's done. Switch-handed is done here. He's cooked. He's gonna hit the Deadly Dispute on him. Okay. He's gonna have to sacrifice, which means he'll literally have no thing. I could have made Weaver Harmony trigger twice for it too. Which is, I didn't do that. GG, man, GG. Yeah, I should have just made it trigger twice. He had to sacrifice 2 things and lose the life. All right, pretty good. Didn't get around to the frogs, but the enchantments got him that time. All right. All right, everybody. The deck that lived. It's a very strange deck that shouldn't exist, but it does. Maestro's Theater. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Fading Hope, very good. Custom 24 PDJM. Let's do this. Let's do one of those. Swing in. Hey, Flyman, how you doing, bro? Where you been at, my guy? You all right? Let's hit that. He's gonna have to hit some sort of wipe on me here, I think. Go back. Was he gonna... Is he gonna mill me? Yeah, Cacophony. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. 4 is getting through. The most he can stop is 3. Yeah, he's done. He's what we call in the business Dunzo. Made diamond. Very nice, my guy. Made diamond. Very good. That's going to be 7 damage no matter what. Bop, bop. Boom. There you go, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for your pleasure right there. Just that simple. You could even say that it's dead simple. Thank you, Crypt Keeper. You guys remember the Crypt Keeper? Remember Tales from the Crypt? So, yeah, if you hear me say bonus game, or people talk about bonus game, it's the one game that I get tricked into the last time. Well, hopefully my mod will send you the link to my YouTube channel, my newly christened mod. Let's see if he knows his stuff. Let's see if my mod knows his stuff right here. You get another game out of me. There you go. There's the YouTube channel right there. J Villain Games. We are the fastest growing YouTube channel on the internet. That is 100% true. Don't look it up because it's true, and you just need to believe me when I tell you that it's not fake. Call me Shirley. Oh, that's pretty funny. That's an airplane joke, and don't call me Shirley. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. All right, let's do that. Let's swing in. Oh, there's the merch, too. But welcome, Nova. My niece's name is Nova, so I'm very partial to that name. A lot of my nieces and nephews have stellar names. I guess that would be the way to put it. Their names are stellar based. So we have a Nova, we have a Ray, and we have a Vega, Ray, Nova, Star, obviously, and these are a bunch of different nieces and nephews. By the way, this is not the same niece and nephews. Not even the same family. It's different families. They did it. They were thinking about doing it R-E-Y, but then they did it R-A-Y. But for whatever reason, they put a bunch of different stellar themed. They put a bunch of different stellar themed names in there. Yeah. I don't know. All over my different family. All over my family. Cousins, nieces, nephews. Maybe it's just a popular trend. Oh no, he killed Kami Toad Rider. Oh no. Dina. Yes, Frog Tribal. The deck that works but shouldn't. Oh, yes, formerly known as Vegeta. Vegeta. That's kind of like Vega. The receding hairline. Yeah, that's funny. Tatsunari Toad Rider, we're going to hold on to that one because he might hit me with the Bango Flango here. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Let's resolve that. What do we want to do? Sacrifice a creature. It's going to be Fang of Shigeki. There we go. Pass. My turn. Let's do that. Kami of Transience. Let's do that. Might be a board wipe here. Might be a blood on the snow here. Probably should have held the ones out. I don't know. If he had a blood in the snow, I feel like he'd have played it. Or if he had a meat hook, he'd have played it. I should have held back. No, he's done. He's done. Very nice. There's no reason that this frog deck that I made as a joke should be as good as it is. There's literally no reason that this frog deck should be as good as it is. No, there's none at all. I don't think I've lost with this frog deck yet. As a matter of fact, I think I'm 4-0. Yeah, I'm 4-0 with the frog deck, dude. That's not right. Rabbit. Diamond matches are odd. I'm unranked because I play Commander, and you're bad. Oh, I'm sure you're not bad. You're inexperienced, Nova. Diamond matches are weird. A lot of them are. I mean, when you get to this high level, it's basically whoever's deck can pop off tonight, pop off like immediately. So you've kind of got that thing of. You've kind of got that effect of what is really going on here. If somebody combos off and you have no way of stopping it, it's kind of just like a coin flip of who can get it first. Let's swing in. Okay. Webbed for her pleasure. Oh my god, Paradabo. Genius. Genius. Webbed for her pleasure. Absolute freaking genius. Pernicious drop. Precipitous drop. I called it pernicious drop. That's not right. Generous visitor. Check it out now. Dina Soul Steeper. Right about now. Dina Soul Steeper. Check it out now. Dina Soul Steeper. Right about now. Dina Soul Steeper. If I get a mana here, I can Froghemoth in for a crazy amount of damage. Let's see what happens. Paladin. Nadar, Selfless Paladin. Right about now, Dina Soul Steeper. Portable hole. What are you going to put in the hole? Dina Soul Steeper, that sucks. I used my Boseiju too. And there's another Hog Freemoth. So that's no good. No attacks. And turn. Alright. Are we going to play COD with me and Snow when we play? Yeah, what kind of COD do you want to play? You want to play, like, River COD or Deep Sea COD? We already pre-ordered our Modern Warfare 2. So that's good. Temple of Dumathian, very nice. It's a good hit there. My turn. Let's do one of those. Swing in with the Froghemoth. Very nice. Venture into the dungeon. Vanguard is not a good game. Sorry. I played the I probably have 200 hours maybe in what's that game called in Modern Warfare? And I will absolutely fucking dominate people in Modern Warfare. I will straight fuck you up in Modern Warfare. Except if you want to do freaking snipers. Okay, I'm bad with the sniper rifle. Look, I'm mediocre with the sniper rifle. Let me say that. You give me an AR or SMG, I'll paint you a freaking picture. I'll paint you a masterpiece. I heard the ending is like fantastic, so I'm kind of waiting on. I might do it then. Dead by Daylight is so boring. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry, man. It is so boring. It is the most boring game. It's so boring. God. I'm so bored when I play that game. Oh. I'm sorry, Lord Grim. I know you love it, man. But it's just not the game for me, man. It's just not the game for me. Snow might play it. I'm sure she'll play it. She likes horror. I don't really like horror games. That's the thing. Like, I don't really like asymmetricals either. When it's a 4-on-1, I find those just not great. This guy's taking freaking forever, dude, to get nowhere. I mean, I appreciate what they're trying to do with it, man, and I think that they have some cool stuff. It's just not my thing, man. It is just not my thing. It's just so boring. Yeah, she's got it. I saw her. She had it on the PlayStation, but it's just, man. Oh, but I can play as Leon Kennedy. Yeah, I can also just play as Leon Kennedy in an actual Resident Evil game where I have a gun. You know? So, there's that. Yeah, people didn't like the mini Leia stuff. I think that that was a mistake. I think that that was probably a mistake. But the Vader stuff, I guess, was really cool. I'll give you this about Dead by Daylight. It wasn't as boring. It wasn't as boring as Valorant. I will never stop talking shit about Valorant. Valorant was the least pleasant experience I've ever had playing video games. He's going to have removal. He's been card drawing like crazy, see? Tatooine. It is just so freaking twitchy and weird. Like, it just. All right, we actually got a loss on this frog deck to a freaking dungeon deck, amazingly. But he did play an absolute fuck pile of removal on me, so that's part of the problem there. I'll perfectly allow that. Frogs? Are we feeling frogs? A standard frog? Let's take a look here. Misplay so much, am I going to be able to do combos? I'm sure I will. I'll figure out how to play this game eventually, guys. I know. I'm another 24 years. I'll be right as rain. So you don't count me out just yet, man. I'll figure it out one day. Tamiyo Safekeeping. Let's put 2 of those in. Why not? After rotation, mana bases are going to be a little trickier. We're going to lose the Pathways, which was probably, in my opinion, the best mana base that you could get for the money at the time. Let's do unranked first, because I have no clue if this is going to work a little bit. Alright guys, here's going to be your frog deck. Here is going to be your honest-to-goodness frog deck. Okay. It's snakes and frogs, basically. Snakes and frogs here. Okiba raid. Each opponent loses. We'll do this. Alright. Hive Mind. Hit with the removal, perhaps. Shambling Gas, no? Okay. Weaver of Harmony. Poison the Cup on Weaver. Very nice. Sacrifice a creature. I don't know. Let's do that one. Very nice. Alright, we need another black. Let's put down 2 Vengeful Stranglers. There he goes. Go blank. Discard, do that. Interesting choice. Deck request. Zyme! There you are, Zyme. Zyme, right at the top there is the factor link. In case you wanted the factor link, there it is. For $120 off your next Factor 72 order. Deck request, yes. We are doing deck requests. Alright. Foretell. I don't think that that's going to cut it, my guy. You might have an instant here, but... he's got an instant poison. Still not in a good position here. Henrika Damnika Damnathi. transform her. That's not gonna do anything, dude. I'm gonna menace through. Oops. Oh. I almost fucked that up. I hit attack all. He scooped before I could fuck it up too bad. Well, he was still pretty much fucked at that point. I mean, you know, it wouldn't be a J if I didn't fucking horribly misplay something. That's the goal. You know, my goal is to misplay as much as possible. I like to stumble into Mythic. All I need to do, I like to just absolutely bungle my way into Mythic. And people are like, how did you fucking even do that? It's terrible. It just kind of goes to show that it's mostly luck and time. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I don't really like to try very hard at things. You know what I mean? Effort, when you think about it, guys, effort is overrated. Effort really is overrated. Putting an effort in things is just... You want to do as little as possible. That's the goal. There we go. Opponent goes first. Not bad on our Enchantment Frog Scorpion deck. Oh, I actually like that as a first play there. I don't think I added one single thing from Capenna on here. That's what's funny. Yeah, this is all old stuff. There's nothing from Capenna that boosted this deck. Oh, okay. We have that. Oh, he's not going to like this. Slindo. Necroduality. Okay, that's not bad, but I think he might be... He might almost be... No, he's out of gas, dude. Don't attack with that. You're already out of gas, dude. This dude's already dead. I don't even think he realizes he's already dead on his feet. I am going to be getting real into Baldur's Gate, man. I like any new content. Anything you can give me that's going to be new content, I'm going to do it. Easy. GG easy. Well, I guess nobody wanted pre-release pack codes or free hat. I thought I'd be able to give away a bunch of stuff today, but guess not. SMH. I'll give a free pack code to new channel members. You want to hit channel member. That's a little better. Keep. I think I might only go with 3 Froghemoths and make a little room early. Yeah, we're definitely going to do Baldur's Gate. We're definitely going to do Baldur's Gate stuff. like I said, I'm a fan of content, man. If it's content, I'm gonna look at it. Unless it's Simic, then I'm not. Let's put down Kami of Transience. Who's he gonna blast me with? First time live, does that count? First time live, you get your first streamer shout out. Marc Lucier. Marco Luciere. Sorry, I Italianed up your name. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but I did it. Baldur's Gate will be in Arena. Yes, it absolutely will be in Arena. Yeah, if you sign up to, what the hell was I gonna say? You sign up for Factor, you get a free hat. What is this guy doing? Is he just gonna board wipe me, or? Probably burn down the house, I would imagine. They don't rip apart. Huh. Yes, I will be using the hat pick, don't worry. I will be using the hat picture. Don't worry about that. It's gonna happen. Let's do Kami of Transience. Sacrifice. Kami of Transience. Hit him with the old 7-piece. Boop, boop, boop. And there we go. There we go, guys. That's a... What is that? A triple? That's a triple, man. That's a triple play right there, guys. For the old... the new deck. 100% win rate, Frogs. All right, you guys, you got to see it here, live in person. I got my daily deals. I got this creative outburst. 100% win rate Frog decks. You were there. You can go and say, I was there for the 100% win rate Frog deck. I watched him build it, and I watched him execute 100% win rate Frog decks. Frogs is a new meta, okay? That's where you can go out, you can tell people, bro, Frogs is the new meta right now, man. You gotta look at amphibians, you gotta look out frogs, you gotta look at all that stuff, man. Yeah, I gotta go too, guys. It'll give you a little bit of a bonus here. Make sure to like the video if you want to become a channel member or make a donation. Of course, you will get those 6 free pre-release codes, those pack codes. If you want to sign up for Factor, it's delicious meals delivered to your home. They are my affiliate. I'm affiliated with them. They give me they are the sponsor. If you want to check that out. If not, the link is right there. If not, don't worry about it. Hey, Psycho, how you doing, man? I will be on tonight. Green-Black Death Touch deck. We will absolutely do one, Aaron Cummins. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you're subscribed. If you don't have the bell on, make sure the bell is on, guys. So many people are missing decks at games because they don't hit the bell. And that's all I got for you today, guys. I got to get out of here. I got to go start working on some other stuff. But I am so glad that you came. I am happy you're here. Aaron Cummins, how you doing? Green-Black Death Touch deck. Probably going to do some Death Touch in the future. I'd like to see some more Death Touch support coming out. But that will probably be coming down the road. But you can always catch me on Twitch, too. Twitch.tv/thatvillainj. It's always the links in the description. If you want to drop a line, go by my Discord, AetherHub, all those places. Any place that you want to go there. Carl Abdul, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for coming, guys. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great, everybody. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll check you out next time. Bye-bye.